that can start things off, but with how long range the lgdd are able to play, you need something that can provide a front line. The Wukong, good matchup in towards the Jace. You can trade pretty effectively against him. It's only if you mess up your clone that you end up taking a whole heap of burst damage from Longxing, and with the way Bin's been playing, I don't expect that to happen.
Just a little bit sad, to be quite honest. But hey, for LGD, you know, we're looking at a bit of dive here, a bit of range as well. And I feel like we've got a very front to long range.
Well, for Suning at least, it's a front to back fight. They want to make, well, to a certain extent, they want to make sure that Wukong is getting these flanks so we can get access onto LGD. Huanfeng setting them up greatly with this Ash Arrow. However, on the opposite side, as he said, playing at long range is the name of the game for LGD here, trying to see if they can get the poke, the bindings, and those accelerated shock blasts to land before they really go towards these fights. It's trying to use their advantages where they have the range and shut down any sort of opportunity for Suning to get in.
Well, let's see, because we've got some pretty standardized drafts here, which means my eyes are going LGD and Suning, you guys verse in about 3 days' time. Your third place match at Worlds, this is third place here in the LPL, the third seeded match in the regional qualifiers is coming up. And this is like a precursor. We're going to see a lot of stuff, you know? So let's run in, because finals is almost here, and this is like your warm-up. And LGD and Suning, one of these teams are going to Worlds. Which is the better team? Simple as that here in the LPL. I'm Asterix, this is Dagda, and this has been episode... There's a kid!
A little kid! Oh,
oh, just ruffle his cheeks. Did you see that? Also, someone dabbed.
Did they? I didn't.
Take him out.
Dab. All right.
Take him out. Oh my
Not in front of the
God.
children. Come on.
That's so 2019. Honestly. Wait, dabbing was 2019?
Oh, God, I don't even know.
Oh, God. I don't know the young kids anymore. Yeah. Back in my day, we used to plank. You know, on dangerous objects.
What was the Harlem Shake was there for a while as well?
Dude. Yeah. I remember one of the videos was in a park, and people walking by were like, this is stupid. And I look back at it now and I think it's very stupid. But, you know, people were jamming back with that Harlem Shake. Anyway, boomers are cool, and so is League of Legends. Welcome back to the Rift. And we have an Execute Echo running into the Syndra, so we're going to really try and beat the crap out of Angel. If you're Xie.
Yeah, and look, that's always the game plan as this Echo, right? Especially at like level 2, you can start to trade pretty effectively against this Syndra. Try and keep yourself in check until you hit that level 6 point. The only issue here is obviously the push potential from Angel is quite strong in this Syndra. A little bit nerfed in 10-16, but does have that push power.
A bit of damage here. I'm obviously overreacting a little bit as Dagda.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Sword Art rune here. He's gone for the Arcane Comet. Usually, we go towards something like the Guardian instead, looking towards these supports, because as you can see, Morgana does struggle a little bit with her mana pool if you're spamming these pools constantly. So the fact that now you've actually traded pretty effectively, you feed footwork on Mark.
And Sword Art has no black shield here, steps on a trap, and Sword Art flashing away, no bueno. Kramer with first blood, nicely done. And a bit of a mistake from Sword Art in the same time.
Step on a trap, break your supports back.
Yeah.
Morgana falls, Sword Art. So this is why I'm actually not the biggest fan of the rune choice here from Sword Art. Guardian gives you a little bit of survivability on that poke. A lot of the damage, if you've got that one-shot potential at 6 as well, it allows you to survive that burst. However, when you look at Kramer, any sort of poke that lands on him, he just heals up with the fleet footwork. He's fine. Same when you look at Mark, he's got shields for days. You're not really going to be able to get too much work out of this room.
Well, here we go, nice timing of the Face Breaker here. Haymaker in the end gets the shield and right through the middle for true damage. SOF even used a safeguard, and that means he couldn't continue trading. So red buff might be given up with Longxing now moving into Fog of War as well. Damage down onto SOFM, and Peanut successful invade.
Nice job from Peanut as well, just reading the map. Longxing has push power as Jace, range into melee. He's going to be able to shove that in all the day long. And it means that SOFM, who path from his stronger side to his weak side, is just going to get invaded on. Peanut reading the map really well.
And a big start for LGD. Already a bit of a gold lead through that solo duo kill at level 2. From Kramer, who went back and picked up the pickaxes. We're looking at Shea, who TP'd in at the right time because Angel might get locked down here in the parallel convergence, but just in time for Scatter the Week. As Peanut walking across lane, he did this quite a lot in the series versus JDG to give a bit of priority to Shea, and now set up for the bottom side scuttle and potentially threaten the invade / maybe the dive if we get to it.
I think what we see SFM do is steal away these camps, and then I'd like to see him try and make a play on top side. But where Longxing's positioned right now, the wave kind of towards the middle of the lane, he should be able to get some sort of gank off towards that top side.
This is just the problem though, Tag. They're looking at bot again. Caitlyn Lux is just such a powerful lane. With Guardian, with the WMAX, it's pretty impossible to do damage.
I'm actually a bigger fan of something like a Karma in this lane rather than Morgana, because Morgana's push just isn't particularly strong, whereas with the Karma, you can put 3 points into Q, you can clear that wave alongside the Ashe, and it makes things a heck of a lot easier. This Morgana pick, although in theory works okay, just doesn't quite cut it as well.
He's a favourite of Sword Art though, and we are early into the laning phase. Pause though, because Peanut's walking towards SOFM. Chilling Smite there. Doesn't safeguard yet, but he's behind enemy lines, and he was invading. Longxing takes a kill, and uh-oh, SOFM. Bit of a doozy.
No bueno for SOFM. I assumed he was going to leave there fairly rapidly to go towards his top side. This is see Longxing had already shoved in, but gets a bit greedy, tries to go for the Gromp, gets caught out, and now you've given that first blood very quickly over to LGD. And as we talked about, LGD love to snowball. They are kings of the early game if you let them get ahead, and right now, Peanut is running away with
I mean, they've got these winning lanes, right, when you talk about Jace up in the top lane who wants to accelerate, the Echo into Syndra matchup we've mentioned, and it's a Caitlyn Lux bottom side. So, for LGD, ball's already rolling, you've now just given a Jace a kill, and when he goes back, that's going to be early lethality as well. Peanut, meanwhile, he's a busy boy, wants to go mid, Angel has his flash, burns it immediately, and Peanut just says howdy.
And these lane matchups will slightly change when we hit 6. So at the moment, Angel does have command of this mid lane. Rishi just coming back into lane. He's about to hit level 6 though, which means he'll be in a little bit of a better spot to push against Angel, although Kramer.
Does he care though? Still Lux with Guardian nearby. Sword Art, as you mentioned very nicely, low on the mana pool once again. Pops a potion as Huanfeng walks forward. Net lands, and Huanfeng takes a healthy trade as the binding connects as well, but Mark in a bit of trouble. The flash forward and Kramer getting low. Huanfeng may have just done it though with Kramer. One hit away, the chilling smite. Not in time as Peanut was able to trade and give the kill to Kramer. Both AD carries out of lane.
Split damage from Kramer. Couldn't make up his mind whether he's going for Huanfeng or Sword Art. Committed to a couple of shots to Sword Art right as Huanfeng flashed in, so not actually able to survive that just as Peanut comes in. Decent job to change it around, but in this top side,
he's diving this into hammer form. Cyclone though disrupts even under turret. Won't matter because Longxing is king up here.
And this sucks for Bin. At level 6, Wukong actually takes over in this lane because of the Cyclone having that opportunity to get on top of Longxing and CC him. Yeah, and he was looking to clear this wave back by and then TP into lane to use that level 6, come in full health, full mana. Looking good, not able to do so, gets caught out and gives that kill to Longxing.
And this is the problem with naming yourself Bin, because when you don't play well, people are going to call you something else. And I think it's pretty harsh, but Bin right now 0-1, getting shoved out, and we meanwhile go to the bottom lane play where Kramer was blocked by this minion for at least 10 days.
Yeah, Kramer's tanked that up for quite a while, not able to move, but here's the issue. You can see Kramer putting that headshot in towards Sword Art. That had actually gone into Huanfeng. You can see Huanfeng would have been dead. Peanut, when he came in, would have been able to protect him, but unfortunately that split decision-making means that he's not actually able to get out. And then in this top lane, Longxing, I mean, this is the problem.
Bin wanted to farm.
Yeah, Bin wanted to farm, hadn't got the Tiamat yet, and hadn't respected the amount of damage that Longxing could churn out, and just managed to pick him off under tower.
Nice little recovery considering, you know, in that last series, in the semi-final where JDG smacked him down, Longxing had the ability to make these performances, but doesn't really hit that height, and the KO game was about the elements getting set up around him, and then him performing, and unfortunately neither was done.
And with the build that Longxing's gone for, this lethality, he's going to do really well against Bin, because although the passive gives him a bit of armor, it's not going to be enough. And as Bin wants to go towards items like the Triforce and these kind of guys, it means that then you're not actually picking up armor till much later in the build, when that lethality is still going to be working.
At like 3 items strong at this point, let's be quite honest. Shie, thank you for the blue buff he shuts as Peanut's set. Now, you know, when you see Peanut on Lee Sin, they call him like Peanuts Lee Sin, or they shorten it, then they say Lee, you know, Lee.
Yeah.
I think we call this one Net.
I actually call it Pizza. For Peanuts Lee Sin. Pizza.
Oh, Pizza.
Yeah, Pizza.
Okay.
Pizza.
Pizza.
It's like you just combine a couple's names and that's
I think this is just Net. You know.
Yeah.
That's set.
Yeah.
It's Net. As okay, Bin now going to go the full on as SOFM has come on here with a safeguard. Sonic Wave connects and Lungxing's just said shutdown also goes to Bin. So now that lane not as said and done.
And that's what we were talking about, is that when you hit 6, Bin actually just ramps up so much as a Wukong. And even though you had SOFM there, I don't think he was even needed.
Hex flash over the wall though, and here comes Peanut once again onto Angel. Face breaker and the Haymaker shield lined up perfectly. Flash for Xie to get the time winder. Beautifully done. Peanut is running this game.
This is what we talked about. Peanut is the conductor of LGD. Wherever he goes, plays are sure to follow. He's been all over the map. They're ramping up them kills. And already, at nearly 10 minutes into this game, the 1,000 gold lead, that's about to be added to.
Big echo coming up as SOFM makes himself known, but the turret plating already given over. And a bit of a swipe here as it gets taken down. 1.5 left remaining as SOFM getting out jungled, outpaced, outclassed by Peanut in this game 1.